The first question was how God has designed you to be a blessing, your gifts, talents, and experience you'd like to share with the world. So, my gift, I believe, is the gift of teaching. Recently, I've had to take my gift assessment test again through a session with my pastor, something that she's doing at our church. And the top three, the three, I'm sorry, that I scored the highest in were shepherding was the first one, teaching, and then exhortation, which none of that surprised me because I am really, really passionate about teaching and helping others to learn and grow. And then my talent is creativity. As I mentioned to you before, I have a decorating business, and where I've been known to transform rooms. And so, what I'd like to do is take that talent of creativity with the gift of teaching, combine the two, and teach in a non-traditional way. I don't consider myself by any means a normal traditional person, so everything that I do is like extraordinary. I do everything in excellence. I like to just take it to the next level anyway. So one of the examples of how I'm using that gift and that talent is I'm hosting a single moms event scheduled on October 19th of this year, 2019. And what I'm going to do is create a skit. I'm putting together a skit, a small skit that will help women to understand their worth, help women to understand their value, help them to understand and know how important it is to let go of all the negativity or the hurt or the pain that they've been holding. All that baggage has to let go. The skit will be in the setting of a trip. Like they're going to board a plane, but they can't board the plane with all that negative baggage. So I'm really excited about that. That's just one of the many ways that I would love to um, share with the world my gifts and talents in a non-traditional, conventional way, where people are just standing in front of the room, and then at different venues or whatever, and then they're just the recipients are just sitting there learning and listening. I want to do that as well, but I also want to interject into my teaching some fun activities. So, and then my experiences in the world. Is my experience in life has been to not allow my circumstances to stop me from moving forward. As I've mentioned, I'm a single mom, but not only that, I lost my mother when I was 16 years old. Then I moved in with my aunt, who then died when I was 18. Then at 19, I got pregnant and ended up having a stillborn child. So moving forward, I got married, was married for 13 years, and then divorced, and now and then I raised four children, three boys and one daughter. I have grandchildren now, but who are all grown and they're doing wonderful. And I'm so blessed and so thankful to God for that, because I didn't have to deal with a lot of things that I'm hearing other mothers that have had to deal with. But um, my experiences in life is how what I want to share with the world, that in spite of all of that, I want to inspire people to keep moving, to keep doing, write that book, start that business, do whatever it is that God has called you to do, because my pastor says this all the time, somebody out there need what you're carrying. And if you're still holding on to it, then you're doing a disservice to the world. You're doing a disservice to God's people. So I want to inspire others, inspire single moms, especially because I'm that example. I'm that example that, in spite of me losing my mom and my aunt and having a stillborn child and getting married and divorced and having to raise four children by myself, I still have the desire to move forward, to grow, to inspire others. Like you said in your Kingdom Wealth training, that the 5 steps to kingdom building, you first have to be a rescuer. That's me. I truly enjoy helping people, helping them help themselves. I'm a helper more than I'm a giver. I will give you something, but more, I would love to give you knowledge. I would love to give you information and inspiration, encouragement, so that you can learn to stand on your own 2 feet and be strong in your thought process. We're as believers, we're strong. We're to be strong and courageous, not victims or victimized. We do have that, and we do go through that, but we only stay there for a minute. So I want to inspire other women, inspire other people that have similar paths or have similar circumstances, that no, you do not have to stay there. You don't have to allow those things that happen to you in your life to stop you from being what God called you to be. Secondly, because I can keep going forever. Secondly, how do you plan to be a blessing to others, either an idea or a business or organization? Well, I really, really want to pour that passion, pour that those gifts and talents into my single mothers organization, because that is where I believe I'm called to be. That's something that's always has been in me, in the back, in my thoughts, in my dreams, in my visions to start. I'm not quite sure exactly. I'm not 100% sure exactly where I'm going with all of this, but I just know I want to start on a good solid down foundation. I have the business plan already, and I just want to, you know, tailor it and shape it into the direction that God has designed for it to go. And I know with the proper coaching and the proper teachings to help me do that, um, it will prosper. I know that there are a lot of things that I did not do correctly with my business, my decorating business. That's because it just kind of fell into a business. It was something I really enjoyed doing. I liked it. I was like, okay, maybe I can make a little money off of it, but I didn't really give it the attention that it needed behind the scenes, creating that foundation, getting the contracts together and all of that. I didn't do all that. Well, this time with my single mothers organization, I really, really want to make sure that it's done properly so that it can prosper, so that I can help others. I don't believe that I will be able to truthfully help others and truthfully teach others if I'm not starting off on a solid foundation, if I'm not starting off on um, the path that God has designed for it to go. So that's pretty much it. I have really, really thoroughly enjoyed all of your teachings and trainings. I've been talking about it to some friends of mine. Because it's just been really great. And I really appreciate everything that you've done for me thus far. And I do really know, I appreciate and know that we will have a long time work relationship. So, um, that's some of the areas, that's some of the things I want to do. You said changes in people's lives. I want to help the single moms or anyone. I'm open to other ideas, but I know in my heart of hearts that I want to help single moms, but and not just any single moms. I want to target the middle income single mom who doesn't always have all the resources at her fingertips. She's I know for me, I was labeled as either making too much money to qualify for certain programs, or, of course, I didn't have enough money, so I was caught in the middle. And then there's empty nesters too that I feel, I've spoken to a few of them that just don't have that direction, don't know what to do with themselves now that their kids are grown and out of the house. They knew who they were when they were raising their children, but now who are they without them? So I want to help them and inspire them and help them transform their minds to positivity, to a more positive outcome for their lives. So that's pretty much it. Once again, thank you so much for all of your help, for your assistance. I really look forward to working with you, and I hope you have a very blessed evening. Take care and God bless. Bye bye.